Da 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 da. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
What's up, party of the MOB, the Mob Members Only Baseball? What's going on? What's happening? What is cracking? It's a few days till Christmas, folks. What's going on? Look at all the peeps in the chat. We got a level 1 hype train. Is everybody hyped about Christmas and New Year's? You guys probably mostly just hyped about being off of work. I bet that's what it is. I see a bunch of you in the chat. I will be there momentarily. But I want to welcome everybody. Just a really quick Merry Mobster Christmas, if you will, episode for us all to connect before we go our separate ways over the next few weeks, especially since the last broadcast ended so abruptly. So terrible. I don't know if you guys heard. I don't even know if I shared this or not. But the what do you call it? Oh, man, I got too many things up here. Ooh. Well, that's going to look weird for a minute. So you guys couldn't hear me because I'm in the ears of the broadcasters. But I'm telling them, I asked them, I was like, can you hear this rain? It's like hitting my house so hard that I could barely hear them broadcasting, and I had my headphones up. It was so loud. And I had to mute the game for a minute so they could hear it over my microphone. Well, then the power goes out a few minutes later, and the next morning I find out that we had 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, which is no great, not a big deal. But we had 118 mile an hour wind gust that came right through my town, and that's what knocked out all the power. Our kids who live like 15 minutes north of us, they were out without power till the next afternoon, and it was pretty cold here too. So that kind of sucked. But anyway, all that to say, Merry Mobster Christmas, and I wanted to take at least one night before I hit the road here in about 6 hours, and just see what's up with everybody. So let me hit the chat real quick and see who's here. This hype thing is in the way, but is that Doug Day was the first one in here? It looks like it was Doug Day. And then Chris saying that he's the best, and then Doug Day doing his resubscription for 5 months. Good to see. Robert Thump is in the house along with Jeff Banfield. Chris Lee calling out all the unsubbers. Clams re-upping. It's weird. Different people re-up at different times, man. Members Only Baseball's in the house. Nate Hall, David Leathers. Did I say Banfield already? I think I did. PSM Blackfire 1. What's up, buddy? Annie Beaverhausen, the Beav, is in his house. Mark Chisholm, what's up, buddy? Glad to see you, and glad that you are finally in the mob. It took a minute to get you here, but you're here. Bullet Biletsky in his house. No bullet points tonight, but he'll have some next year. We'll have some next year. And let me see, is that it? Is that what's in here? Keith, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. And Mike, happy Dave Smith. Deli with the 69 cheer bits. Oh, and a bunch of other cheer bits too. Banfield and somebody else was in there. Let's see who's in the back hiding that I didn't call. It looks like, no, I said Leathers, Clams. Okay, I think I called everybody out. I want to say a few announcements real quick, and then we'll get into a few things, and then that'll be that. This will be like 30 minutes maybe. I want to remind everybody of the NADA convention, as Annie Beaverhausen is on a 45 stream streak. Is that the most? Is that the most we have so far? I think it might be. This is going to be June 5th through the 7th. People coming, you guys coming in Knoxville. I think we've got 18 people booked already. It happens to be the weekend of mine, Wink, Nate, and Bullet's birthdays. We're going to have a nice welcome dinner on Friday evening. On Saturday, we'll play one round of games. We're going to go to this minor league baseball game, the Knoxville Smokies, who are, what's up, Crazy, who are the AA affiliate for the Cubs. We're booking a little area there that's all to ourselves. And then maybe after that, we'll go do some underground bowling or whatever. And then whoever's here on Sunday, we can show them around town, show them the sites, whatever, and, what have you. So, don't forget about that. And again, I keep stressing, I'm worried about that because there's another convention in that same hotel or that same set of hotels. I'm worried about rooms. So if you want to go, try to book your room. You just need a credit card to hold it. They're not going to charge you any money, not a single penny until you check out in June. So There's no risk there, especially over the holidays. I get the apprehension, but you don't have to worry about it. Underground bowling and not batting cages. I mean, well, we could do axe throwing, and Keith, you could be the batter. Hey, all in favor of doing axe throwing at Keith while he tries to hit those with a baseball bat? Say aye. Opposed? Oh, the ayes have it, Keith. We're in. Oh, that's awesome, Bullet. That'll be awesome. We're gonna have a dude. I hope you and I don't drink so much we don't remember our birthday. That's all I'm saying. All right, so that's the convention. A little bit of story time. So this is going to be kind of a mixed story time. It's not story time, but it is. So you guys all know Lisa's. Oh yeah, we should make Bullet do live bullet points, Nate. That's actually a great idea. Last Friday was Lisa's birthday, and we went out, and I've shared pictures and all that stuff, so I don't have to tell stories about that. But here's the thing: we don't want to embarrass ourselves, or do we? Or don't we? That night, we went and saw those Christmas lights that I shared pictures with, and Lisa and I started talking about Christmas and, how Christmas was when we were kids and traditions and stuff like that. So I want to ask people in the chat about Christmas traditions that you have, but also I want to share this and I want to get opinions on this. I probably should have done this as just a poll, I guess, in there. But here's the thing. When Lisa and I were both growing up, we lived in areas where we had big families. So our family get-togethers were for Christmas and whatever. We're like 20, 25, 30 people with the family. You got all the aunts, the uncles, the grandparents, the cousins, all that shit, right? Well, both her family and our family, her family and my family, we did a tradition where everybody went around and opened one gift at a time on Christmas Eve with the big family. You did Christmas with your immediate family. But we had one gift at a time. And Lisa was telling me that she had a virtual Christmas party. What's up, Ray Ray? They had a virtual Christmas party where people were sharing their stuff. And most of them just open all their gifts when they get them, which is weird, or they just open them all at the same time and they don't take the time to enjoy each other's gifts or have the giver enjoy it or any of that stuff. So I'm curious in the chat, when you guys were growing up or even now with your own families, do you guys open gifts on Christmas Eve or Christmas morning? Do you open them one at a time? Do you open them as a group? Like all at the same time, like that kind of stuff. So I'm going to scroll back here and see what people have to say here. Something about embarrassing ourselves. We don't want to do that. Great. Bull's going to stalk me for the live bullet points because of the shit I say. Oh, you can count on that, Clams. Chris Lee says he doesn't have any Christmas traditions. Nate Hall says, watching Muppets Christmas Carol every Christmas with my family on Christmas Eve. Annie Beaverhausen says, we wear matching PJs or ugly sweaters. Oh, that's a cool one. Good evening, says Ray Ray. Mike Hall says, I do a lot of weird or awkward or inappropriate stuff. Yeah, I mean, are we talking about Christmas or something else right now, Mike? People do the running. Oh, hold on. There's two conversations going here. I'm trying to see who's responding to who about what. I saw pole dance, and I'm like, is it the North Pole? I don't know what's going on here. Chris Lee says, I used to do Christmas Eve at my mom's family, and then Christmas with my dad's family. I miss it. We always did it once. Oh, yeah, the Christmas gifts one at a time. That's what I'm saying, bro. Doug Day, 1 year way back, T and I did that, and we both proposed to each other. Whoa. That was kind of a big deal. How long ago was that, Dougie? Michael, no, but you should see what I do with cardboard cutouts. We've seen enough of that already. Crazy Canuck says, my tradition is watching my kids open gifts. And now, yeah, that's what happens when you have kids, bro. Keith says, my family opens them on Christmas Eve. Our main traditions have mostly been food-related, like eating tamales on Christmas Eve, but I think those are going away starting this year. Why are they going away starting this year, Keith? I don't know if it has anything to do with... so my best friend that lives in Chicago, their tamale lady now is too old to make them, so they've been searching the last couple weeks for a new tamale lady, actually. Crazy Connects are worried about Home Alone parties. 22 years, 2022 Christmas Eve. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, 2002 Christmas Eve, obviously. But anyway, I was just more like, when we were younger, we had the big family, but even though there were so many people, we went around one gift at a time, so you could open the gift. The person giving it to you could, watch you open it, see your reaction, which maybe wasn't always a good thing, I guess. But and then you thank them or whatever, and then you go on to the next person. And Lisa says that a lot of the people she works with now, their families, they don't do that anymore, which is kind of sad. Mike also says, I love to drive around and see what's open on Christmas. Not much, bro. Not much. I am going to talk a little baseball here, but before I do,
Shut up.
Oh, zip it. What's up, Wink?
What's up?
Hey, what's your when you were growing up, not what you're doing now with Emily and the kids, but when you were growing up, did you guys do the one present at a time thing? Did you do Christmas Eve, Christmas morning? How did that whole thing work?
So, divorced parents.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always Christmas Day with my mom's side, Christmas night with my dad's side, and then back to my mom's side.
Okay. And when you guys open gifts as a group, did you open all at the same time, or did you go one by one?
So it's kind of a mix between the two. And we still do it to this day. So first we do the white elephant.
Okay. That's always fun, by the way.
So everybody does the white elephant.
Yep. You play the whole stealing and all that shit, right?
Yep. And then after the white elephant, it goes by group. Like so I have 3 aunts. Well, my mom has 3 siblings. So it would be my mom's gifts for everybody. They all get passed out and opened, and then everybody thanks Michelle.
Right.
Then then Steph's gifts. Steph's gifts get passed out to everybody. They get passed out, opened. Everybody looks at them and then thank you. And then
so you do it by like mini family group.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the other thing I forgot to throw into my question out there, and I'll read some more comments here in a second, but Wink, this is to you as well. So when we were growing up, not only did we do them one at a time, but we either started oldest to youngest or youngest to oldest when we did that. So within your little family groups within the family, did they all just open up at the same time, or was it one at a time, and did they go in a certain order?
Yeah, they all open it up pretty much at the same time. Everybody just passes out their, like, hey, Steph, pass out your gifts, and Steph passes out all the gifts.
Gotcha. Keith in the chat says, so go ahead.
We were always excited because my grandfather, Pa, he had an age threshold. He never gave gifts. He only gave money.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Every 10 years, you got an extra $50.
Ooh.
So,
oh my God.
10 years old, at 20 years old, you get excited to break that threshold.
Shit, I like that. It's funny. So the other night, on Saturday night, because we went out, was it Friday night for Lisa's birthday? So Saturday night, the next night, we took gifts over to Lisa's folks for them and Lisa's brother and sister, people who will still be here in Knoxville, not going with us to California. And so we took the gifts over, and then we got our gifts, and they were all envelopes. So they're all cash. So we're gonna open them all up here in about 5 hours before we go to the airport, because we all want to take money with us. So I know we're getting money this year for Christmas for sure. Keith says, my grandparents just moved out of their house to a seniors community, and my cousins, aunts, uncles are busy traveling around the holidays, so we don't spend as much time together on Christmas. It's mainly Thanksgiving now. Chris Lee says, Wink, you sound like shit. Did you get hit in the balls or something? Or get some balls busted or something? I think that joke's kind of old and played out, Chris. I think you need to come up with some new material, mister.
I can't wait to punch him in the fucking dick.
It is. Actually, you know what you do? Wait till he comes over to your house and do to him what was done to you.
So how about we hear from the Eat Shit Award winner of the night, Yogi. What do you guys do, Yogi?
Oh, is Yogi in here?
I see you.
Yogi's driving home. Hey, before you answer real quick, Gray Luda just jumped in as well, and I was gonna read. Doug Day says, I want to start a tradition where we open one gift each night for 3 days before Christmas. One gift each night for the 3 days prior to Christmas. I get that. And T said no. Why did she say no, bro? Yogi, what's up, buddy? You driving home or what?
Yes, sir. Just hit the road.
All right. So when you were growing up, back in did they actually have presents way back then?
Well, we had to wrap our presents in tree bark. Yeah.
I kind of figured.
Tobacco leaves, whatever we.
I can't let an old joke go by with you.
Of course.
So but when you were growing up, or maybe with your own family or whatever, was it Did you open any presents on Christmas Eve? Were they all on Christmas morning? Did you do them one by one? Did you do them as groups? Did you go in order? Like, what was the whole tradition there with you guys?
My mom would put codes of numbers on every package because I had 2 little brothers, so it was 3 boys. So she didn't trust us, so she put in code. I was the only one that could ever figure it out. And I would prove it to her.
You mean to mean whose present it was?
It would just be like 131 on it.
Oh, shit.
17, 44. So I would always figure it out. I would do the math to figure it out. So Christmas morning, she didn't believe me, and I would pass them all out. Each person would have a couch, a chair, or something, and you'd pile them all up.
Right.
Damn if I didn't get them right. And then one at a time, you would open. My little brother would open. My other brother would open. I'd open.
So you started with the youngest first.
Yes, of course.
I'm trying to remember. Yes. I feel like, so when I was little and we were opening presents on Christmas Eve with the big family, my great-grandmother was still alive, so I'm pretty sure we always started with the oldest, but it's kind of hard to remember now, but I kind of remember that. But, dude, you got a room full of like 20, 30 people. It's kind of hard to keep all that shit straight in your head anyway.
Yeah, one Christmas, I went out and threw rocks on the roof, and then I came in and took some soot out of the fireplace and put it on the carpet. It's like my little brother was 9 years younger than me, the baby, and he was so excited. Man, Santa was here. I could see where he was. It was so cool.
That's awesome. I saw Greg Luda join us. Let me see if anybody else jumped in. Deli, did I already say hi to you, bro? And Ray as well. I saw you jump in. Pain in my ass. I thought you weren't going to be here. Good to see you. I thought you had clicked the no button. And let me see. Rob Forker, good to see you, buddy. And I think that's about it. I do want to talk a little baseball real quick, and then we'll get back to some Christmas stuff. I want to remind everybody, or actually, before I remind people of stuff, I want to welcome all the new people in. So in case you haven't been keeping track, if you've been too busy, what have you, Robert Thump has replaced Cement Shoes at New York as a permanent player. So welcome to him. Coach Craven is the second half of season 2 AI replacement temp player for the Las Vegas Athletics. Jack Wigmore will be doing the same thing for the Baltimore Orioles. God, I'm going to fuck this name up. I just know it. Let's just say Christina Hall, Nate's wife. Malishka Krolik. She'll be joining the Cubs as their AI temp replacement. Stuart Zomelia is going to the Mets. And Mark Chisholm, whose player name is, let me look here. I haven't even looked at Daryl Sweetstick DeLuca. What's up, Sweet Stick? Mark Chisholm, I've been calling you Sweet Stick for years, bro. Hey-o. Hey-o. And then just today, Chris Delro, who I think, are you in here, Deli? Are you listening still? You are. I see you. Chris Delro has joined the Milwaukee Brewers. So, Doug Day says, any comment of San Francisco declining a generic? No, I mean, listen, I made it optional. I'll be honest with you. I made it optional for the teams. 6 teams said yes. Eagle and Chad said no. I think because they were too busy like making out or whatever. And then when Jack Wigmore joined, he told me he was a or when we were talking before he joined and I was having my preliminary discussions with him, I said, hey, Baltimore's not doing this, but I'll double check with him and see, because Jack Wigmore's a huge Baltimore Orioles fan. So I reached out to Eagle. Eagle was cool with it. And we know Jack Wigmore, not just from the SFL, but also from the SSF. So then Eagle switched over, which left Chad and the Giants as the only team to not do it. It's not that big of a deal. It doesn't change anything. I think he just loves it.
The Brewers don't have it either. That's all right.
Yeah, we do.
They just got Chris. Oh, because you don't know who Chris Delro is. Dude,
he's just an AI guy.
I will. Hey, so to be fair to you, I will tell you this. When I talked to him today, he did say he didn't join the SFL till season 21. So that's when we were all in San Diego. So we probably weren't paying attention, bro.
Probably.
So, but we did spend, that would have been what, 21, 22, 23? So we spent 3 seasons and he was in the league. We just didn't pay attention. So, but anyway, I wanted to, first of all, welcome all the new people to the mob. So here's your golf clap. Then I just want a quick few reminders. Please go fill out the week 5 ballot. You've got like 3 weeks to do it. and I purposely did it like this. I will put the week 6 ballot out as soon as I get back. So you've got a lot of time. As of right now, 22 of you. So we, like more than half haven't done it yet. So knock that out in the next few weeks while I'm gone. And then what was the other thing I wanted to remind you guys to do? Earnings aren't vital right this second till I get back. What is the other thing I asked people to do? Do you remember, Wink?
Don't be douche canoes.
Don't be douche dicks. Well,
That's
shit.
in the rules.
It is in the rules. I don't remember what the other thing was.
Edit?
Oh, no, I got it. The broadcast schedule is out. So if you are normally a broadcaster or you're new and you want to be on a broadcast, go to the very bottom of the server to the broadcast channel, and there's a link there to the spreadsheet. As Lisa so I was going to have her pop on, but she's trying to get some sleep. And then 3 minutes ago, she just posted in the dugout, says, sorry for the delayed message, but I want to thank everyone who wished me happy birthday last week. It meant a lot that y'all remembered my day and made it special. Thanks again. I hope to see y'all in the summer here in Knoxville at the hashtag Not a Convention. So I guess Lisa's not sleeping. After all, she just didn't want to be on the show, apparently. So, all right, I think that was the only thing I wanted. It was do the ballot, and if you want to be on the broadcast thing, knock that out. One item of baseball. Just want to remind everybody where we're at in the season. Cubs are leading the OG division at 10-8. Cardinals and O's tied for second. Cardinals have the tiebreaker. They're 2 games behind the Cubs. Yankees at 7-11, 3 games back. In the newbie division, Brewers 13-5, best record in the mob. Mets and A's 4 games behind, tied at 9-9. The Mets have the tiebreaker, by the way. I figured this out. Let me see if I can find it in all my fucking notes here. It was on run differential. It was only by a couple runs. So head-to-head was even. Run differential was by like 2 in favor of the Mets. And then the Giants...
The fucking eye test has the fucking A's all day.
And then I guess it depends on who you're playing, though, right? It depends on which game I'm watching with my eyes. Doug Day says, remember her day. How could we forget with Dave? Hey, it's Lisa's birthday and all the pictures and shit I posted in. And then the Giants at 8-10, 5 back. If you look on the right side of that graphic, you can see we are back to out of division games with the home aways and neutral games. Cubs and Giants, Cardinals and Mets, Orioles and Brewers, and Yankees and A's when we get back off the break. So that's mostly everything that I wanted to say. Other than, and I'll let Wink and Yogi talk for a minute because I kind of want to be the last one to talk, and then we'll sign off for the year, which is kind of weird. So, Wink, any words to the party peeps of the MOB as we wrap up the first half here of season 2 in the mob and wrap up 2025 as a year, as a fucking whole year, bro?
No, just a huge thank you to everybody. I think this league started out as kind of a getaway fun thing, and it's kind of morphed into something a little bit special, a little bit bigger. And it's all thanks to everybody in the server. Each and every one of you make this community great, and we wouldn't be here without you guys. And I'm excited to add a few more teams, get to that max cap that we've been wanting to get to. Bring in some new good people and keep the competitiveness of this league going. That just seems to be like every week somebody else can win. So,
yeah,
except for the Yankees. Fuck them.
Fuck the Yankees.
I can't say fuck the Brewers when they've got like a fucking 17 game lead on
everybody else. Yeah, I know, man. It's fucking terrible. Yogi, any last thoughts or words as we close out 2025 and the halfway point here of season 2?
Yeah, I mean, all of us, when we joined the sim leagues, we were always looking for that family, that atmosphere, that locker room. And then this one, we got the elite of the elite. We got the best of the best. So it wouldn't even matter what team you're on. It's family. It's a unique league that, like the AACL, you don't live and die on every loss. You live and die on the experience. The whole experience has been worth it.
Yeah.
I hate losing, but I found with the AACL, as long as you had fun, it didn't matter. This one matters. I want to be ahead of the Mets All golf.
This one fucking matters.
Other than that, like look at the Giants. They're 3-3 against us. We have 5 losses. 3 of them are to the Giants.
Yeah.
I told y'all from the very get-go, I fear that team against my team. They match up so well.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
I told y'all that. Yeah, it really is. But yeah, it's a blast. I'm glad everybody's here. I hope everybody's having a blast. A great time with it. I have. I will announce games all week if that's what it takes to get us through a week. I enjoy it. I enjoy this league immensely. And he said it was all thanks to everybody. It's all thanks to our boss, Dave Axis.
Oh, stop it.
Oh, fuck. That guy does not.
Hold on. Hey, Winkler, stop. He's talking. Stop it, Yogi. Please stop it some more.
plus 1.0 points.
You're getting so many bonus earnings this week.
You fear the Giants. I fear when Chris Lee's pitching anybody else with a fucking bat.
Oh, my God.
I fear for their life. They're liable to get plunked in the head. They have.
Hey, real quick, let me hit the chat real quick, and then I've got some final words, and then we'll sign off. Doug Day wants me to call him on a nightly basis and tell him good night now. Bro, you can just play the Twitch back, every night. I don't actually have to call you to do that. Bullet says Brewers and Yankees bother me. Everyone else is aight. Nate Hall says we may give some family members of the mob more shit than others, but regardless, it's a family, and I love this family. Yes, and Blackfire, yeah, we had that conversation, but we need to have some more conversations. Twin Screw is back with a 45, just in time. You just barely getting your streak there, buddy. 45 stream streak, so I got to hit this.
What's happening?
Ray did an eye roll at Twin Screw having a 45 streak, I guess. Ray, who you eye rolling at, girl? I know you're not eye rolling at Yogi. Because
I'm pretty sure it was that Yogi blowing smoke.
I'm pretty sure it was too. I'm pretty sure. Don't sneeze, Dave. Don't sneeze, please.
Oh my God. Greg Lewis says family. Mommy and Daddy, Wink and Lee are always fighting over base on balls. Well, hey, what happens in the mess locker room stays in the mess locker room. Let me tell you.
Do you have time for story time? Real quick story.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Yeah. My dad was a city cop in Richmond, Virginia. And I was about 14 and he was working juvenile. And he got a case on a Christmas Eve where the husband had come home, had drunk up all of his week's money, and came home and just beat the crap out of his kids and wife. I mean, it was horrible. And it's a Christmas I'll never, ever forget. I think about it every Christmas Eve. So he comes home and he's kind of distraught about, there's nothing he could do to help him. And my mom looked at him and said, we can help. And we took half of everything that was under the tree and loaded up the car and took it to him. And I've never forgotten that Christmas my whole life.
Yeah.
Those kids were so excited. It was worth, we didn't need it. We were fine without it.
Yeah.
It was just something I'll never forget it.
Dude, that's a great story to end on. Kind of the whole point is the spirit of giving, right? And the I don't know if it's ironic. Lisa and I argue all the time about how I misuse the word ironic all the time. It's coincidental or ironic, right? So I don't know which one it is, but we were just having the conversation that, as we get older and our parents get older and our kids get older, and I don't want to let me ask this. We'll wrap up on this point instead. I want to ask the chat too. As you guys get older, your parents get older, kids get older. So isn't it harder to buy Christmas gifts, and doesn't it kind of mean less just buying them something for Christmas rather than buying something that they need or something they want? And then on the flip side, how many of our parents or even us even necessarily want for stuff? At least I were like, what's on your Christmas gift? I'm like, I don't know. I wanted this, but I just went and got it. Like it's much harder now as we get older. We were struggling to buy gifts for the kids and for my parents. Yogi, I'll go to you and I'll ask Wink the same question.
Well, my parents are gone now. I lost my dad 3 years ago. I lost my mom 12 years ago. But when they got older, what we did instead of gifts was make a donation to a charity that meant something to them.
Oh, that's cool too.
So Alzheimer's, Heart Association, whatever it was, we'd make a donation and they'd send them a card with a donation has been made in your name. So that's what we did because they didn't need anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
And that's where I am. I am there. I'm there now. You know, my kids, I tell them I don't need anything. If I need it, I go buy it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and dude, and it's so hard to buy for parents. So, like, for my parents and for Lisa's parents, they don't really want for anything. And you know, it's funny. Nate Hall was like, "I just want family time. I don't need the presents." It's kind of like where we're at, Wink. And I know you got younger kids than I do, but for us, it was just wanting to spend Christmas with our kids. That's why we're paying for our other kids to go to California with us, so we can all be together for a family, Wink. But what are your thoughts on all that stuff?
Wink just wants his balls back.
All I want for Christmas is my 2 big balls. My 2 big balls. My 2 big balls. Wink, I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of a Christmas song, bro.
Oh my bad.
The fuck?
What did I just walk into?
What the fuck?
Don't ask.
Anyway, Wink, go ahead.
So my dad doesn't give it. He doesn't want anything. And actually, when we had kids, it made it immensely easier because we just send them pictures of the kids in a Christmas card, and they fucking love it.
Yeah.
My mom, on the other hand, she is just fucking the worst. But Mom, what do you want for Christmas? Can you take me to Disney? No, fuck off. That's not Christmas.
Wow.
Like, what?
Wow.
No, Mom, fuck off. In the spirit of Christmas, will you please just fuck off? Oh my god.
No, it's like it's never like my mom. I love my mom to death, but she's like my sisters. She's greedy.
You know, much like you just had this.
She always wants something, and it's never remotely realistic.
Right. Well, I think that much like you just had the song "All I Want for Christmas Is My 2 Big Balls." All she wants for Christmas is her son to not be a douche dick.
Yeah, listen, I've probably after she got I don't know if you did I ever tell you what happened to my mom?
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, I don't know if you want to tell everybody.
So my mom, about 10 years ago, so two catastrophic events happened in my mom's life. About 10 years ago, she was having some complications with her lady parts, and her doctor wanted to do a hysterectomy. And she said, "Hey, I don't want to do it during the holidays because I don't want to be laid up." And the doctor's like, "No, I want to do it before Christmas because I just want to get it done with, get it over with, get it done with." And kind of like told her like, "Hey, we're doing it now, whether you want to or not, or if you don't want to, then it's not going to happen for a very long time." So they did the surgery 2 weeks before Christmas, and he ended up putting, he did the hysterectomy and ended up slicing open her bladder and her liver in the process and did not know it.
Oh my god.
And sewed her up, and then she went into the care room afterwards and ended up flatlining. About an hour later, they revived her. Couldn't figure out what was going on. She ended up flatlining about 4 or 5 times that night. Went through about 32 units of blood over the course of the night. Got transferred to a different hospital before they figured out what was actually wrong. Like she was internal bleeding, and her human waste was getting mixed in with her bloodstream because of the holes in her bladder and everything.
Right,
so
right.
It was a big mess. She was in a coma for 2 months after that. Like totally missed Christmas. She's been like fucked up since that. Her short-term memory is like almost fucking gone, and she's just she's just not. She was never all there to begin with, but she's really not all there now.
Right. And wait, when was that?
So that was about 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Okay. I actually do remember you telling me that story.
So that was event number 1. Event number 2 is she ended up getting lung cancer.
Oh, I've heard this one too. Okay, yeah, you've told me both of these then.
And this was
excuse me.
This was right when I don't know how long ago was COVID.
2020, 5 years ago.
So right at the height of COVID, she got lung cancer, and they did surgery to remove half of her right lung. And then after she got out of the hospital from that, she caught COVID, and that almost killed her. She was in a very, very, very bad way. Ended up getting into going into another coma. She just apparently loves sleep. Probably should have died from that, but didn't. And so now she's on like permanent oxygen. That is just a really bad situation, and part of the reason why I hate healthcare in America.
Yeah,
Because it was absolutely I'll get into details if people want to hear about that, but it was just our health system is so fucked up, and her whole thing was mismanaged, and it was a fucking nightmare.
Go ahead. Sorry.
So now she's just, I don't know, she wants to live life to the fullest.
Right, of course.
And so she just wants fucking everything.
Right. No, I get it. I get it. I've had friends like that have been near death, and it changes the way they live life after that. I get it. Plus, it doesn't help that first one happened around Christmas either for you. So
So Christmas is always a little salty.
Yeah, a little bittersweet, if you will. I get that.
Yeah.
Let me hit the chat real quick. My parents, Ray says her parents just give them money. I got the family time part. Doug says I have a job. If I need something, I just go get it. Ray says I do have fun buying for my sister's kids though. Twin Screw does gift cards and some small stuff for the grown kids. My wife and I buy stuff throughout the year. You just got me this for you just got me this for birthday / oh my god, poor Lisa grew up. Her birthday, like you guys know, was last weekend. She's been so screwed. I have made it a huge point in our relationship to make sure that Christmas doesn't start till December 20th in our family. That we make sure that she gets her birthday the same way everybody else gets their birthday throughout the year. December birthdays and even into January birthdays, those people get screwed for sure. Annie says she had fun buying for the grandbaby this year. Crazy says that's my perspective too. I just want to be with the family and eat. Obviously, who doesn't love turkey? Dude, I had turkey for dinner tonight. We went to a restaurant. They still had Thanksgiving like turkey stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy stuff on the menu. So I crushed that shit. Oh, dude, it was so fucking good, so good. Crazy Bullet says spending the holidays with family and friends is what counts. Ray says she buys herself presents every day. Bullet says as we all get older, time becomes a commodity, and spending it with people that make you smile becomes more important. I don't disagree with that at all. My mom asked for this year, Ray, for sheets and a new blanket. Crazy says my mom has tripled the amount of presents I have under the tree. I'm starting to become a little suspicious of her intent. She had some bad news at the doctor's. Oh man, I hope that's not real. Crazy kept saying your story kept getting worse, Wink, as you were telling it. Maybe you should take her to Disneyland, is what Crazy Canuck says.
I already have.
Churchill's in the house. Let me see what else. And then Nate Hall, my son. Shit, I just lost it. Where'd that go? My son turned 16 on December 27th. We always make sure to do something separate. Yeah, I agree, man. It's just, it sucks for people that have birthdays. Ray, you're kind of late to the party, but have you been listening to everything we've talked about from the beginning? I'm going to go with no, since you're not listening to me now.
You're talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to you. Your name's Ray.
You're talking to the other.
Talking to me?
Ray.
You talking to me?
Sorry.
Talking to me?
I got so lost in the fucking Monday Night Football game.
Well, then I'm not going to ask you any questions because you don't even know what we're talking about.
Why is your mic topping out again?
It's not, bro. Unless my computer reset again. Wait, and nobody said anything about it.
He's not. I think he's lagging a little bit. I think he's having that Tennessee fucking.
Sounds like it.
Well,
sounds like it.
Hold on, let me see something here. Where's it at again? Can you guys see my screen?
No, we can't.
Share your screen, Dave.
That's right. I'm not sharing my screen. All right. Hey, do I sound terrible, you guys? It has been peaking a bit this whole time. Well, shit. Hold on.
I don't think it's not peaking though.
I'm wondering if it reset again when I had the power outage the other day.
Here's
Probably.
the thing with his setup. Every single time his computer like resets or something, he has to go back into the settings on his PC and lower his mic volume, or else voice starts getting distorted.
Maybe Dave just should talk like a normal human being instead of fucking yell all the time.
Maybe all of you guys should go fuck yourselves.
Don't.
In the spirit of Christmas, of course.
You know what gets me?
I can't find my fucking microphone settings on this computer.
I love shopping for my kids right now, like Riley right now.
Yeah.
Like I get yelled at from Emily because I buy her too much shit throughout the year, and as it gets close to Christmas, she's like, "Stop buying her stuff. She needs Christmas presents."
I mean, I get that too, bro. You know the thing with like this year we ended up getting so my older kid, they're getting we paid for their flights to go to California, so that's their Christmas present, right? And then we had to find very unique things for the younger kids because it's just, I don't know, man. Just nobody wants for anything anymore, I guess. I can't find my fucking mic shit, man. And I'm going to stop.
Settings and sound.
That's what I just did.
I think that's just because people are a little bit more independent from when you and Yogi grew up.
I actually think they're less dependent.
I just know as a kid, like I just always seemed to never have like money, and maybe that's just because we were fucking poor. So like I would have to wait until like a birthday or Christmas to get something that I wanted. Whereas like nowadays, like I mean, Riley points at something in the store and it's hers. Like, so I don't know.
Well, that's because of how you grew up. That has something to do with it.
Dude, the pendulum definitely swings because I grew up dirt poor. And I spoiled the shit out of my kids for the most part. Yeah. But I also made them earn it through school and things like that too. Like you're not gonna fucking you're not gonna do bad in school and then I'm gonna go buy you a fucking video game. That kind of shit's just never gonna happen. But I will tell you, let's go back to story time for a minute. I can't find my fucking microphone settings. Fuck. I'm so frustrated right now.
Did you check the settings?
Sound. Oh, here we go. Yeah, my microphone. Is that my microphone? That is my. Oh, that's my headphones. Oh, there's my microphone. No, my microphone's good. I'm still at 65%, like I've always been. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let me hit the chat real quick. And I'm going to tell you a story about my kid real quick. In the spirit of Christmas, I'm going to tell you a story about my kid beating somebody up. Where we go? My son turned 16, the same. Of course, we went over 30 to 45 minutes on this fucking show, right? Spring has a weird effect on people. That's why we end up with December birthdays. Is that why crazy? It's been peaking. He says it's been peaking, but I don't know why I would sound distorted. My voice is scratchy, if that helps at all. Oh my God, Bullet! Yeah, Bullet got screwed. Yeah, I don't know why. Unless it's no, even my Discord, dude. Everything's fine. All my settings.
Maybe Dave needs a new mic, a higher quality mic for Christmas.
Maybe I need a microphone for Christmas, mob.
I couldn't hear like half that fucking sentence.
I couldn't either. I just picture
what
Dave
the fuck
in the spirit of Christmas.
Plugging it back in.
He's just shoving Christmas cookies in the shape of dicks in his mouth.
Bro, even the shit is the audio mixer's down to negative 20 for God's sake. All right. Anyway, just to tell another quick story that really has nothing to do with Christmas, and then we'll wrap this shit up. When my youngest son, Mike all says he hears everything I'm saying. It sounds like I'm swallowing them. I don't understand how this is so bad. Everything is great on my end. When my oldest son was in junior high, there were two boys that were picking on a girl, and they took her backpack and they were like tossing it back and forth and all that shit, and he fucking stepped in and grabbed the backpack, and him and a kid got into it, and he beat the kid's ass. And I get a phone call, so I have to go to the school, and I get there, and he tells me, and the principal tells me, or there's a vice principal maybe at the time, and he tells me what happened, and I'm like, and why did my kid get suspended? Because he struck somebody, blah blah blah. The other kid got in trouble too, or whatever. But and then literally wrapping up the meeting, and he goes, Dave, and he looks around, he goes, it's between me. He goes, your son did the right thing. I said, he goes, but my hands are tied. I said, I get it. I appreciate the honesty from you. That'll stay between us. No worries. I get my kids. Zach, let's go. We go straight to the fucking video game store, and I bought him a video game as a reward for sticking up to those for sticking up for those girls because he did the right thing regardless of the consequences that happened to him. And so all of that to say is I never spoiled my kids. I spoil them for their birthday and the Christmas. But video games and stuff like that during the school year, whatever, you had to earn that shit. And if you come home with bad grades, you're not getting shit. And that's just the way it was. But if you do something like that where you stick up for somebody, you get a video game. That's it, man. So anyway.
Rewardable.
I feel like with my twins, the boys, I don't think I'm going to spoil them nearly as much as I will Riley. Like, Riley has me wrapped around her finger. She is going to be the most spoiledest fucking princess on this earth. And then I'm just going to
you'd be surprised. I think you'd be surprised because so I didn't want girls. I always wanted boys because I wanted, I wanted to coach my kids in sports and all that shit. And I did all that. But I think we have 9 nieces and my boys are the only 2 nephews or grandsons or whatever, right? And so I get enough of the fucking female niece stuff in my family, and I'm actually glad I had boys. Lisa says, "Oh, if you had a girl, you would have spoiled her," and blah blah blah. Like what you're talking right now. I don't think so because I don't spoil my nieces. But I don't know, man. I'm glad I had boys, and I think you might change your tune when your boys get old enough and they start playing sports and stuff. I think you might change your tune a little bit.
So, like we didn't decorate at all for Christmas, and Riley loves lights. And I just felt terrible. So I was up until 10:45 this morning, and I decked out this entire house for her.
Dude, that's the other thing is we knew we were leaving today, or we're leaving in 5 hours, and we didn't do one decoration because why? We're going to be gone the whole time. It makes no sense. There's no reason for it. Ray, I am going to let you say one thing since you're here. I had asked Winkler and Yogi as we were getting ready to. Wink just posted something in the broadcast channel, the lights. Ray, I just asked Winkler and Yogi to, they had any thoughts about Mob, season 2, end of the year, 2025, yada yada yada, the league as a whole, or whatever. No, Doug, we have to leave it. At 3. I got to go pick up my son and my daughter-in-law, and then come back to my house. And at 3:30. Lisa's dad's coming over and taking us all to the airport because our flight they're saying to get to the airport 2 to 2.5 hours early, and our flight's at 6:30. So we will be there at 4 because I am always early. I am never late. So Ray, I'll let you have the floor on last thoughts here for Mob 2025, and then we'll wrap this shindig up.
Yeah, Brewers beat all your fucking asses. Fuck you guys. Fuck the Yankees.
Everybody else is all, "Oh, we love this league. It's so great." Blah blah. Ray's like, "Fuck you." In the spirit of Christmas.
I didn't prepare a Christmas rant, so you all fuckers are lucky.
Oh shit! Yeah, good thing. Well, you've got 3 weeks to figure out the next one, so you'll be fine.
Exactly.
And Annie says boo to your fucking comments.
Ray's Christmas rant. Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho. He sounds like you talking to your mom. Wink. Hey. All right. Ray's still here. PSN Blackfire, Nate Hall, Mike Churchill, Mike All, Keith, Mark Chisholm, Rob Forker, Greg Luda, Doug Day, Doug Britton, David Leathers, Chris Delro, Bullet Beletsky. Hey, Chris Delro, Wink doesn't know who the fuck you are, by the way. Bullet Beletsky, Annie, Twin Screw, Crazy Canuck, Ray Bashan, me, Wink, Ray, and Yogi in the booth. I just want to say personally, thank you to everybody. I agree with Wink and Yogi that this started off as kind of just a fun thing. Like, let's do this thing. And we did the beta season with the, what did we start off with? The A's and the, was it the Tigers or the White Sox? And then we added the other team or something. I think it's the White Sox. Then we added the Tigers. And it just kind of turned to a thing. Now, I do want to say this. For those of you who are starting to see our growth a little bit, don't fret. Okay, this is not going to be like AACL where we bring in 140 people in one season. The things that will never change in this league is that everybody will be vetted by me. The only person who will ever be allowed to send out an invite from here will be me. And I will personally onboard every single person who comes to this league so everybody understands what we're doing here, how we do it, why we do it, and so we can keep this vibe that we have. I won't let anybody in here that I don't think should be in here. Now, we've had one instance so far. It is what it is. You're going to have those no matter how tight security is. Somebody always sneaks in, right? But I don't. So for those of
you give kids a chance.
Yeah, I mean, this is what. I mean, and I'm a big give people a second chance kind of person, but not in this league. Nobody gets a second chance here. There are no second chances. So, so just know that as people come in, it's going to be very slow. It's going to trickle in. Look we had 40 in the beta season and season. Actually, not even 40 in the beta season. 40 in season 1. We only bumped it up to 48 for season 2, and now halfway through season 2, we're only allowing 7 more people in. So, I'm with Wink. I would love to have 12 teams. 12 will be the max we ever do. If we never get there, we never get there. No big deal. But if we get there, 12 will be the max. We don't have the capability to stream more than games than 12 teams. Even with people helping out, it's too much. So at some point we'll have 3 divisions of 4 teams, and we'll have a funny wild card and all that stuff, and we'll figure it out. But for now, we're at 8 teams. I don't anticipate us adding teams in season 3, but I do anticipate us adding teams in season 4. Doug Day, 12 teams would love to see the broadcast schedule. I wouldn't.
No.
It's going to be trust me, it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I think what we'll do, we'll end up probably stretching it over 5 days. Kind of like, we threw an extra game on Monday now. We can always move stuff around. We're flexible, but excuse me. But for those of you who might think that, more people are coming in, this might turn into AACL, don't worry. This will never become like AACL did. So don't worry about that. You can rest assured and take that off your worry list over the next 3 weeks as you celebrate the holidays with your family. So that's going to be it for me, for Ray, for Wink, for Yogi, except to say that thank you to everybody who's in this league. Thank you for being the type of people that, number one, I can invite into this league. Number two, that are willing to be invested in this league, not just with your $5.99 a month or whatever, but with your time helping Dude, Keith has an incredible stats team here. Way more people helping him with stats than ever helped in the AACL, with like a quarter of the people in this league versus the AACL. It's fantastic. I never have problems, I rarely have problems filling broadcast spots. Just everything's been phenomenal. When I don't remember if it was Wink or Yogi said earlier that we took the cream of the crop, the best of the best. They're not lying. Everybody's here for a reason. You were hand selected for a reason, and that's why you're here. That's why you're part of the mob, and I appreciate you being here. And I'm glad to see that you guys have all invested in this personally to make it what it's become already. And it's still, it's still in its infancy stage, for God's sake. We haven't really done much at all, and look at how things are already. So, Twin Screw says, have an amazing holiday, everyone. Enjoy family and friends for Christmas. Don't be a dumbass on New Year's. Much love from my family to yours. I echo those sentiments as well. So for the last time here in 2025, in season 2 of The Mob, I just want to tell everybody, have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. Please stay safe. Enjoy your few weeks off. And we will see you next year. And that's all I got. And one last time, good night now!